So I am still here in Hawaii, and it's time to check out the world famous Zippies. Well, I don't know if it's world famous, but everybody says like if you go to things like Denny's and IHOPs after big events, that's kind of the shit, right? Well, apparently in Hawaii, Zippies is the shit. It's like kind of like an upgraded version of all those things that apparently blows everybody out the water. Now, every single smasher gamer I've talked to who've come to Hawaii has said this is the spot, okay? Me, I'm all about that Korean fried chicken. People been telling me they got the spot right there, the good mac sauce, or salad is elite as well. I don't really know too much about any of these things. A place called Zippies I'd expect to be like a car wash or some shit like that, but apparently it's got some good ass food, so let's check it out. All right, so we just sat down, just ordered, already getting some, I don't know, what is this drink called? A latte? Lily Kauai, okay, apparently it's like a Lily Kauai. You're gonna hear Korean correct me a lot of times, okay, because I don't know what the hell I'm saying.
Still said it wrong.
It doesn't matter if I said it wrong. They know, we'll put some subtitles in. This is the drink of choice if you come to apparently Hawaii, okay? So I got that. Off the menu, here's what I decided to order, okay? I went with the Korean fried chicken and chili mixed plate. Apparently it's a big hit here. Like I said outside, Korean chicken just slaps, and I love some chili, so why not? I'll give it a try. And I mean real chili, not that garbage from Wendy's. I worked at Wendy's for 2.5 years, okay? Don't eat chili. Anyway, I also got the oxtail soup. Now, I'm part Jamaican, so you already know I know everything there is to know about oxtail, okay? But this is oxtail presented in a more of a Hawaiian fashion, which makes me a little nervous, but it comes chef recommended, okay? And as good as this place claims to be, I'm not too concerned about that. So we'll see how that pans out. And then last but not least, a spin on a local classic, the Loco Moco, but it's a chili version, okay? A chili Loco Moco. Eggs over easy, still got the hamburger, I believe. Or no, it doesn't have the hamburger anymore. It has the chili as a replacement over some white rice. Or something like that.
It has the hamburger and the gravy gets replaced with chili.
Oh, the gravy's replaced with chili, but the hamburger remains. I actually prefer that because I'm not a big gravy guy, believe it or not. Don't tell any of my soul food friends. That is what I've ordered, that is what I'm waiting for. In the meantime though, now as many of you know, I've cut out sugary drinks on my weight loss journey I've been on the last year or so. This right here could be a contender for a once a week treat. I like it. The spread has arrived. Oxtail, Korean fried chicken with the mac salad, of course rice. Everything in this freaking place comes with 2 scoops of rice. They're trying to kill you. Chili on the side, and then the Loco Moco chili, all right? So I'm just gonna go through this individually and give it a shot. Obviously, you're gonna go with the #1 thing I was recommended first. That is the Korean fried chicken. Black man, I love Koreans. I love fried chicken. You put them together, seems like a W to me. This is outstanding. The fact that the chicken is so tender, yet has such a good crisp to it. It's seasoned to perfection. The marinade is just right on the money. This just hits from all sides. Like something that's nice and flavorful, tender, good crunch to it. This is a huge W, all right? This already, I haven't even tried everything else, and this is probably my favorite thing already. Crazy. And then the mac salad is, you know, delicious as expected. Next up, we have the oxtail soup. Now, I love oxtail. Again, as I said at the beginning of this video, I'm half Jamaican, so it's usually presented in more of a stew fashion, right? So for it to be in a soup, it's actually a different kind of take. It looks delicious. You see the steam just rolling right off it. So I have no qualms about its freshness, but let's see how it actually stacks up compared to a traditional oxtail. Woo! I was not prepared for how hot that broth would be. I think it's fresh out the pot, but it's delicious. Again, it seems like the theme of this place already is just everything needs to be tender, right? Because they did an excellent job with this. It almost kind of like falls off the bone. I don't have to really do too much work. Getting a lot of meat off these pieces as opposed to just fat. And then I guess like this little bit of like parsley or celery they put into it too kind of just gives a nice little compliment to the whole dish. So another outstanding dish from Zippies. They're 2 for 2 right now, but there's still one more to conquer. This is the one, folks. This is what everyone in Hawaii says. You gotta get a Loco Moco, okay? This is a chili version. They just replaced the gravy with the chili. It still has the egg right there. The rice and the burger is underneath. Now, my cameraman is a big fan of this, and he said he would not let me leave this island without trying one of these. Now, that's probably some sort of, you know, terrorist situation where he's not gonna allow me to leave on my own accord, but that's okay. I'm not being kidnapped. I'm being blessed right now with one of these Hawaiian delicacies. So let's crack the yolk, as I've been instructed to do. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, let it run down. And just stab. I guess, and then just kind of cut away like this so that the yolk gets a chance to fall. So you want to get the yolk, the burger, and the chili all in one bite, okay? Now my problem with this dish, I assure you, is not gonna be the flavor, I'm sure. It's the presentation. It's a hot ass mess. Let's keep it real, you know what I'm saying? But if you've ever seen some of the women I've been with in Baltimore, I'm not too unfamiliar with hot ass messes, so let's just dive right in. I gotta admit, I'm impressed. Burgers cooked nicely. Obviously the egg was, you could just see just from the topping and the explosion that it was prepared great. And the chili is prepared in a way, it's not overpowering by any means. It's just a lot of flavor in it, right? And those beans are a great compliment. We went with the brown rice as well, healthy alternative, of course. It all just kind of works. I'm actually surprised how well these flavor profiles match up together. I wouldn't necessarily expect that, but then again, you won't expect ass to taste good. You already know my reputation for that. So definitely enjoying my outing here at Zippy's. Gonna go ahead and devour the rest of this off camera. But if you're ever in Hawaii, it's pretty clear Zippy's #1 stop. All right, so this is a little bit of a bonus / surprise. We're actually going to Leonards next. It's a really popular spot here in Hawaii for desserts and baked goods. But I saw on the menu out the corner of my eye something called baked cornbread, or grilled cornbread, excuse me. Now, I love cornbread, obviously, but grilled, I had no idea what this was about. So obviously I had to bring it to the table. Take a look right here. The portions here in Hawaii are insane. So I only have enough for maybe 1 or 2 bites, but that's obviously enough to get a feeling for what I'm having. By the way, if you're from Hawaii and you're not over 300 pounds, you have my respect, because how the hell have you pulled that off? Magnificent. I don't even know how to explain. Look at, get a zoom in here. Look at the top layer right here. Look how that top layer just has that extra bit of, like, it seems like butteriness and that nice crisp on the top. You can hear that. You can hear that little scrape. I don't know how they did this. I don't know who came up with it. Maybe the oven just broke one day and it was like, just throw that shit on the grill. I'm gonna tell you what, keep throwing it, 'cause I'll be back. All right, so you already know, filled up our bellies at Zippy, so now it's time to kind of try something different, okay? So this place called Leonards Art, everybody's been hyping this up. I tweeted I was coming to Hawaii. It was the first spot. Everybody was like, yo, you gotta check out Leonard's food truck. I wanted to do one better, okay? I'm coming to the actual spot where Leonard's operates out of. So if this place is as good as it says, I'll give it a proper rating. If it's ass, I'm gonna keep it real. Hawaii people, don't come at me, don't cast no spells or nothing like that, but I gotta keep it real on this trip. I'm very excited to try this out. I'm gonna get, what's it called, Charles, a malasude?
Malasada.
Malasada. I'm gonna try out a malasada and let y'all know what I think about it. So let's go get this food real quick. Wasn't capping when I told you we were gonna try malasadas, okay? This is from Leonard's. We got like 4 different versions. This first one I think is custard, just regular custard. Okay. Very messy, but good. And then this one, I think this is guava. Excuse the messiness, I apologize. I'm only like this when I eat ass. I don't know if we're gonna keep that in or not. We'll censor it. See, this one's weird. I don't know if I like this one that much. It's like trying to be sweet, but I guess it's like sour too. So it's like, it's trying to find a balance, but that balance isn't hitting with me. So this one, this pink one, I'm not a fan of that one. Now, this is the regular one, okay? This doesn't have any kind of stuffing in it at all. This is like essentially it's a Portuguese donut, right? That's ridiculous. Picture a fresh donut blown up and just sugared to perfection. This is a huge W. This is kind of what I had in mind. And I thought to myself, okay, I'm gonna get a GoPro. I'm gonna go someplace to eat in Hawaii, try a bunch of shit like a fat ass, and see what happens. This is what I was talking about. This is delicious, huh? And you know what it is? It's an original, right? So it's just regular. This goes to show you the best things in life don't have to have all the fancy bells and whistles and stuff like that. This is a regular malasada, no stuffing required, and it's filling me up. I love it. Leonard's, solid 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for Leonard's. In Hawaii. Only in Hawaii, I think. Korean? As far as we know, only in Hawaii. And this content, only on Beastcoast, baby. All right, well, that was quite the time that we just had, man. I mean, when I really came to Hawaii, I wasn't expecting to have all these delicious treats. Obviously, we zipped over to Zippy's, and that was some place that you won't see in the video, but I actually spammed that like 3 or 4 times. Like that Korean fried chicken that they presented was just amazing. Even the Loco Moco chili style was pretty good as well, and the grilled cornbread, just a thing of beauty, okay? Don't even get me started. I had so much good, like, positive things to say about Zippy's. It's actually a crime to me that's not located here in the States. And then, of course, Leonard's. Now, Leonard's was interesting, okay, because it was a pairing of some combinations that I didn't necessarily think go too well together, like myself in certain parts of Tennessee. You just don't want to see that happen. But overall, it was a good experience. I can definitely tell everything was prepared and baked fresh, so I can't really complain about that. But I would have some suggestions that I'll probably have to write or phone in at some point in time. But either way, it was a good time. Appreciate you guys watching. If you liked the video, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and give us some feedback too. Where do you want to see me take my black ass to next? Because I can't wait to get back on a plane. It's happening, baby. Let's go.